Hello, YouTube. This is me, Brenderman. This is also going to be on TikTok. So, yeah. But there is one thing, and one thing only I'm coming here to do and make a video on, is trying to find a lost game. That's literally it. Literally one I've lost. I played, remembered it was good, and want to play again, but can't remember the name of it. No, it was a franchise that had the third game. The third game was the one I played most, and whatnot. But just right in, I'm going to read off a script. I'm trying to find an old game that I used to play, which I could not find. Don't remember the name, too. I'm going to post this here on the video. So skip past that, because that's I can give pretty much explanations for what the game looked like. It was a 2010 decade game that you could get, that you had to get a dummy to some form of target. In the first two, it was targets, but in the last two, it was anything. It was, I don't actually know how many games there were. It's either 1 through 4, but it's just a game from a target. Some form of target. It was a puzzle game that you had to use in use all sorts of mechanics in the later levels. That's literally it. The first dummy was great in the last two games, but I remember that you also had to get sometimes several dummies to the targets, two different targets. I am looking for the third game in the franchise, but if I know the name to it, I don't know it. But I also don't know if it's 1, 2, or 2, because I don't remember how many games are in it now. I remember there was a third game that came out, and this is vaguely something about a fourth game. But now, this is a post from Reddit. I can find it pretty easily. This is from Reddit. A game that utilizes 3D graphics, but is played on a 2D. The main goal is to hit a round target that was also a 3D model with physics with the test dummies. The dummies were fired out of a cannon, and you could shoot quite a few. There were buttons to open up doors or walls that hid the target. Other cannons that if you'd hit them, a dummy, you'd switch them to them and to fire from there. Electric energy barriers that disintegrated the dummies. I think maybe explosives. I don't think it was a browser game, as I can remember downloading it. It had dancing test dummies in the main menu. I think I played it around the 2010s-ish. It's possible, very obscure, as I have not seen anything of it since it is not Dummy Never Fails. But the question I am posing and even asking is, yes, it was on mobile. Yes, it had multiple entries. No, I cannot remember the name of it. This is why I'm getting it out to as many people as possible. And that's why I'm asking you, whatever country you're from, and country's name here, to help me get a game I could not remember the name of, and make it so I can, if it's no longer available, APK emulator it. But I need to remember the name of it. That's why I'm asking you for your help to help me, Brenderman, find a game I cannot remember the name of. And if you find out how many entries there are, good. This is very serious. I used to play it a lot. And goodbye.